the racists. The 1980s are stressful times. The city is too crowded. There aren't enough jobs or places to live. There's too much competition and fear and uncertainty. It makes L.A. a fertile breeding ground for racism, and no one is immune.
L.A. is supposed to be one of the most free-willing, liberal areas around the world, and what you find is blatant, open racism sponsored, and particularly in the law enforcement arena. I had a supervisor point out to me that it was his right to call black people niggers, and that nobody was going to stop him from doing that, be it me or the government or the NAACP or anyone else. That same supervisor told me that I was hampering white officers from doing their job, which is to go out and arrest black people. These are the types of things that went on a nightly, daily basis in Hawthorne Police Department. It was confusing and humiliating at the same time. The confusion was based on the fact that you're supposed to be part of a team, a close fraternity, yet no matter how you look at it, you're always an outsider, because these people hate blacks so much, but yet you're supposed to be part of the team that hates your own people. And over a period of time, it was eating away at me. It was making me feel as if there was something wrong with being black, and I thought that was a bad thing. So I started to address these concerns, and suddenly they cast me as being a reverse racist, because I stood up for things that I thought were okay. You know, I thought that it was okay to listen to black music. I didn't think there's anything funny about the types of foods we eat, the type of clothes we wear, and I started contesting some of these racist comments when they came up around the station.
An awful lot of people come to the streets of Hollywood and to Westwood, but there's a not-so-subtle difference between those two parts of town. In fact, it was on the streets of Westwood that Don Jackson made national headlines. He organized a group of disgruntled police officers who were claiming discrimination, and one night they decided to stage a sting operation in that mostly white community to show that blacks hanging out in Westwood would be harassed just because they were black. Well, Don Jackson got what he wanted.
They actually got Don hooked up.
I went to Westwood to prove that without doing anything, just merely being black was enough to draw police contact. And in fact, that's exactly what happened. I went out there, I stood for just a few minutes. Immediately, swarms of police came and basically arrested me for inquiring as to why I had been stopped. I was, as I said, arrested. I was taken to jail. I was not given a phone call. I was locked up for 3 hours, and I was finally released, and later, 2 months down the road, the charges were dismissed. I represent the pain and the anger and the frustration that minorities, and particularly blacks, are feeling throughout the Southland. We're tired of being second-class citizens. We're tired of being second-class employees, and we are not asking for change anymore. We're agitating for change.
Jackson is frequently ordered to the police department for questioning about his current activities. He always has a camera to record his meetings.
I'm very angry, very upset. I didn't want to come down here in the first place. They ordered me to come down here. They've been ordering me for these fishing expeditions to come down here once every couple of weeks. I'm taking a tape in there. I took one in last week. I want people to see exactly what's going on when I'm harassed. No. They hauled me down here to discuss this. I want to do it inside the Internal Affairs Office.
I'm advising you, don't go through there taking pictures
I'd like to know
employees without their consent.
Well, I am going to walk through the station, and I am going to do what I have to do.
Okay. But you may not take pictures inside the station.
Well, maybe the camera will be off.
The camera will be off, though.
Well, I'm not going to give it to you to check it.
Okay, I'm currently in charge of the place. And I'm saying you may not take pictures inside the police.
I understand what you said. Now I'm going in the station.
Order.
Thank you.
All right, you understand.
Cameras, again, are evidence. Tapes are evidence. And they don't want people to see how I've been treated. They don't want people to know what's going on here. It's a dirty little family secret of Hawthorne Police Department.
I have no idea of what your intent is, why you want these pictures, why you want to do this. You are violating a direct order. I've told you you may not do this.
The camera's not on, is it?
I don't know that.
I don't know if it's on either.
Well, how about if I seize the camera and we'll find out whether it's on?
I don't think you're going to seize the camera.
I don't think I am either, Don, but it appears to me as if you're taking...
Why would you want to take the camera from me?
I'm not going to.
The Hawthorne Police Department chose not to speak with us regarding Jackson's allegations.
The civil rights movement stopped dead in its tracks and did not follow through with completing the agenda. Don Jackson, his people, Don Jackson's family are going to revitalize it any way that they can. If I have to do it as a one-man job, I will. If I have help, then I'll take it.